Heron Hill Winery's 2015 Eclipse. Hi everyone, I'm David.
And I'm Leah, and this is Wine Forecaster.
Today on this episode, we have an opportunity to taste a Meritage from this Keuka Lake winery. It's Eclipse, and it's a blend of Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Cab Franc.
A Meritage is a blend of two or more of the French noble grapes.
And the wine cannot be composed of more than 90% of any one of those varietals. All right, let's get this bottle opened up and let's start tasting.
This Meritage is a nice ruby red color.
It's nice fruity nose. It has some raspberries, blueberries, even get a little hint of light pepper.
I get cherry wood, a little bit of smokiness and some cassis along with your notes.
You even get a little bit of a vegetable garden here, which is really interesting. There's a lot of tannins with the wine. It's quite dry.
I actually find it's
almost
bitter.
Almost a little bit sour.
Yeah. There's some moderate acidity, moderate tannins in there. You get smokiness.
But the length is it's very long.
Mm-hmm. But there's not a whole lot of different notes to this. I don't find like it changes much.
Not like the nose.
Pretty steady.
Yeah, not like the nose.
Mm-hmm.
The nose had a lot of different nuances, but the mouth is pretty straightforward. It certainly would go well with a steak, just because of the tannin.
Yeah, sure. I also get almost kind of like a high cacao content chocolate bar, kind of that dryness, almost a bitterness to it. Mm-hmm. There's not a whole lot of fruitiness, in my opinion.
No, but it definitely has this chocolate note to it, and the smokiness, almost a light tobacco comes through with the taste. It's a little, it's interesting, but it doesn't match the nose. Well, the wine is certainly palatable, and it's worthy of a score, so we're going to give it one. And for more information on how we score wines, you can go to wineforecaster.com and just click on that tab that talks about wine scoring. We'll start with presentation, and overall, I really like the way this bottle looks on the shelf. It's simple but elegant. It's screen printed all around the bottle. It tells the name of the wine. It's easy to find the vintage. It's easy to find which varietals make up the wine, which is something that I really like. It has a screw cap, which allows for easy access. I'm kind of one of those wine cork guys still, but I don't mind the screw cap on this bottle. It's probably a bottle that's going to get drunk pretty quick, so I doubt I'm going to age it very long. So overall, I'd give the presentation 7 out of 10.
For the appearance on the nose, it has a beautiful red ruby color to it. And then the nose itself, I think that's what is the clincher, in my opinion, in this category. You get a lot of different things with the fruits and the cassis and the smoke, and it really is neat because you want to keep smelling the wine. So we're going to score this an 8 out of 10.
Next up is taste. Taste was a little bit disappointing, especially after you go through the nose and smell it, because the nose is so good. It was a little bit unidimensional. It had a lot of tannin, which I wanted because I figured I was going to eat this with something complicated like steak or meat. So I like that, but I just expected a little bit more from a Meritage just because it had so many of those, powerful, the powerful varietals, Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon and Cabernet Franc. So this one brought it down a little bit, and it scored a 5 out of 10.
Our last category is price value. And for this, it's $19.99, which is a decent price for a Meritage. There certainly are more expensive prices for Meritages, whether it's in the Finger Lakes or other places. So it's not a bad price for a Meritage, especially if you're looking for something that has the different varietals. So we gave this a 7 out of 10.
So our final score is 87 points. And that's not a bad score for a Meritage from the Finger Lakes, and a wine that we actually really kind of liked. So this is the Eclipse Red, a 2015 vintage from Heron Hill Winery on Keuka Lake in the Finger Lakes. I'm David.
And I'm Leah. Thanks for joining us on Wine Forecaster.